chat up and also check that we're live on Facebook. Hello, everyone. I hope all is well. Do let us know if you're coming through. Here we go. Let's have a little look.
I can't see us on Facebook yet.
Let's have I think we are, Dave. I think we're almost there. There we go. Live.
You never get it before me.
I know. I mean, what's wrong with your phone?
It's absolute garbage at the minute. That phone.
Yeah, welcome. If you are joining us, let us know if we're coming through loud and clear, and also give us a little bit of a hello, Angus. Hey mate,
Ross.
how's it going? I hope all is well. Who else is on the live? Let's wait for a few more people to join. Drop their comments in the chat so we can see who is here.
Marky V.
Of course, Marky V. Mark, I hope all is well, mate. Great to see you last week. Andrew, who else we got then? Obviously, we got Rosie. If you've just joined, yeah, today a little bit different. We got a little bit of a Christmas special, hence the decorations. And also as well, you'll see that Rosie is actually getting streamed all the way from the gym. So
we have a special intro today that we're going to play the chat.
We do.
Yeah, so I think should we play it?
Yeah, we could do that. We could do a little bit of an intro as we essentially. So we'll go kind of dark for a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit of an intro into one of the reasons. Now, if you were on last week's live, you'll know that we've been fundraising for Brecon Mountain Rescue. Now, as part of that, which I'll show in this live, you'll see. This video. You'll see that specifically what we're doing.
Yeah,
and then we'll come back. And then we'll talk a little bit more about like what's left to achieve. So
yeah,
we'll go silent for a little bit.
Please donate. I need it to be over.
Right, here we go. We're going to go on there. Okay, here we go. Nope, we won't start.
And again.
Nope. That's quite good, isn't it? Good Zach. He put that little video together.
Yep.
Yeah, as you could see there, we're doing as many steps as we can, essentially to climb Mount Everest, but do it in the gym. Now we've only got just over 3,600 steps left, which Rosie has very kindly volunteered.
Yeah.
To actually do.
Do you want to show her now, just so they can believe us?
Yeah, we could bring her in. Let's have a little look. So we'll go smaller, and she'll come bigger. And here we go. We'll bring Rosie in. Hey, Rosie.
Hi guys, you okay?
How are you doing?
Is this breathy?
It's a touch breathy, but that's okay.
That's all right. What are you up to at the moment?
Yeah, I'm on 100 steps. So a bit to go yet.
That's a lot of steps. 350,000.
And 4 minutes in. I think it's going to take me about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right, mate. Well, look, we're going to crack on. We'll come back to you, but try and keep breathing. All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Speak to you in a bit. Bye.
There you go. Come on, you've got to donate. I mean, if Joe, can you put the link in the comments, please? Because I know that every single person viewing it is gonna donate today.
To be fair,
I know that for a fact.
To be fair, a lot of Evertrekkers have already donated, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But we thought we'd do it, one last time before Christmas because, obviously we're about. I think we wanted to get to about £1,000. I think we're up to. I think we're about £157 short. So we are sneaking there. We're getting there, and it's absolutely fantastic. But right, we'll go into what we're talking about today because it's our last live before Christmas. So it's the last live of 2023, which is mental, really. It's been a bit of a crazy year, isn't it, Dave? Lots going on. It's been one of them years where it feels like a week ago it was December and it was the last Tuesday tune-in we did before Christmas. And then it's kind of like, and then like, hey, and it's another year. And then but it's been a very, very good year. Yeah.
When I look back on the things that we've achieved this year, it's been some hard fought battles have been won this year, both personally and professionally. And I'm really proud of the work we've done in 2022. I can't wait.
2022?
Oh my
I
God.
was going to say, Dave, you want to come forward here?
Yeah, I'm really happy for the work. See, that's what I do. I undermine myself. I make a lovely point and then I just ruin it at the end. But no, I'm very proud of the work that we've done in 2023. When I think of all the people that I've seen stand at base camp, stand on top of Kilimanjaro, reach a childhood dream of getting to sort of Machu Picchu, starting an adventurous lifestyle, getting out in the weekends and doing stuff.
It makes you very proud, I think, to be part of the obviously the Evertrekker community and seeing all the doesn't always go to plan, does it? At the end of the day, these are challenges and it's tough. But yeah, seeing all the kind of high fives and the the hugs and the tears of joy at the summits and it's absolutely fantastic. Everyone who's gone on a trip this year, and has taken themselves out of the comfort zone into a challenge should be very, very proud.
Yeah.
So a big Merry Christmas to all of our Evertrekkers, and well done as well. And here's to an amazing 2024.
Yeah.
And to prepare for that, we thought, as it's Christmas, we've done it a couple of years in a row now.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about our 5 personal things, stocking fillers. So if you're asking for presents or you're getting presents, we're thinking of 5 things that we could. So Dave's got 5. I've got 5. I've also got a bit of a weird 5.
You do this, don't you? You have like the normal 5, and then I do look forward to the peculiar 5.
So the peculiar 5.
I've gone. Honestly, how many years have we been doing?
You've made some changes this year.
I've made some changes. Well,
off piece.
They all know I'm going to say like, power banks, sunglasses. I'm going to do all of that, and I've decided, you know what? No,
you're going different.
I'm going.
That's good. Well
and these ones are ones that I have thought about this year more than I have other years.
I thought it took you an hour to come up with a 5. I mean, you've really thought about them.
I've really thought about it. I really thought. I mean,
before we do it though, Jerome's had probably the most important question of the year. What's the elf's name?
It's a good point, actually. Michael.
He did say Mike.
Did he say?
He did.
Oh, do you know what? I've been struggling to read, and I've just remembered why.
Glasses.
I haven't got the. That's nothing. I wonder if Zach would be so kind as to like run the glasses in, because I really can't see the.
He might do. Are they in the other room?
Oh yeah, on my desk.
He's like,
he's looked at me as if to say, yeah, because I'm not working. But I can't. It's just jagged lights at the minute.
Well, yeah. But Mike, 100%. This is Mike, and then we've got another one up here who's having a bit of a tipple.
What's his name then?
I don't know actually.
Is it Whiskey Mike? He's wedged. That works. That
works. Whiskey Mike.
He's wedged between the earth and the whiskey.
Where's Whiskey Mike Bravo Oscar? That's
Whiskey Mike Bravo. So we need a few more.
We could be Bravo Oscar.
Are we Bravo?
Whiskey Mike.
Which one are you? And which one am I?
Bravo Oscar.
I'm Bravo.
Yeah. Fair enough. The delivery.
Oh, he's an
glasses.
He's an absolute legend.
Delivered the One Ring.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Penny is intruded. Penny is intruded. Keep it. Go on, Penny.
Be careful. Her head is attached, Zach.
Poor Penny.
Nice one, Zach. Appreciate that.
There we go. We can read now.
Oh, there we Mike. Go. Yes, hilarious.
Here we go. Andrew Rocks, 88% reached out. Oh, thank you so much. I say if anyone just joined us as well, you'll see that Rosie is in the corner there.
Yeah.
Waving. She's probably up to about, I don't know, aiming for 500-600 steps by now potentially.
Yeah.
But she's going to be doing it as we keep going, Rosie. You're doing fantastic. All right, Dave, I feel like with these stocking fillers, do you want to do one and one?
One and one, I think is fair because, right, so do you want to go first or second? Do you want to rock, paper, scissors it?
Nah, it's fine. You go first.
All right, okay, fair enough. Gentlemen is yeah, right, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm only joking.
Fair enough. No, that's it. I'll make that one's right in the ribs.
Ooh, sorry.
Okay, so my first stocking filler. Now, this is a shameless plug of one of our partners, but actually, I really do like these things. So we've got several sort of partners that we work for. I personally have worked really hard for a lot of those partnerships. Rosie occasionally does chip in as well. But one of them is Cliff. Now, they do a lot of, obviously you've been aware. We've had the, I always want to call him Cliff.
Alan.
I don't know.
Was his name Alan?
Rosie's going to go mad. But
Craig.
It was Craig.
Sorry.
It was Craig from Cliff.
Craig, if you're watching.
Yeah.
So sorry. I'm not sure where Alan come from.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been building too much furniture. Been using a lot of Allen keys. Alan's just there, you know.
You're on form, mate. You're on form. Put a blanket on him. He's on fire. But well, we've been partnered with those guys for quite a while, and I actually do quite like the stuff that they do. However, for the first time ever in battle, I used the cliff blocks.
Yeah, they're
And
good, aren't they?
I gotta be honest, they are fantastic. They're not cheap, but then again, you buy a block, and I think it's got 2, 4, 6, 8 blocks, possibly, and 2 of those blocks is the equivalent of 1 energy gel.
Nice.
So although they're more
palatable, aren't they? They're, like you said, they're not cheap, but they are more palatable.
But remember, we used them, didn't we, on 2
cal, yeah, a couple months ago. Yeah, they're brilliant.
They're nice to eat. They're basically just sweets. Yeah. They do have the ones with caffeine in, and I don't buy those ones because caffeine makes my head a bit fuzzy. But I do like the mountain berry ones. And honestly, I actually had 2 blocks before I went in the gym yesterday to do my steps. And as Rosie will tell you, I was like the Terminator on that thing. You know, I was so relentless in my pursuit of the steps. But yeah, my first one is those cliff blocks. I think they're fantastic. I think they're really, really good. And if you guys are out in the mountains and you're taking on a challenge when you need to have that energy, it can be for running. I know Jodie, who runs all the marathons in the world, was using them when she was running marathons, and she said they're far easier to have, you know, and they're more palatable. So cliff blocks for me, #1 stocking filler. I think they're fantastic.
Fantastic, mate. Well done, well done. Well, you got some. You know, we're gonna swap the mince pies for cliff blocks.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah,
exactly.
Let's leave those out for Father Christmas this year.
Yeah, he'll need them. Well, actually, more for Rudolph and Dancer. And
it's funny you said Rudolph. Is it talking about his nose? Guess what I got for
a nose operation?
Nope, that was in June. An LED headlamp as bright as Rudolph's nose.
My God, these are tenuous today. I was thinking Vicks nasal spray. I was thinking,
no.
Yeah.
So you've got your Petzl. You've got many different kind of LED headlamps. Massively important. I know we've talked about many times. Key piece of equipment, very small. And there's plenty of offers at the moment on headlamps. So I went for a head torch.
What one are you using at the minute?
The Petzl Tika.
Yeah, I'm using the Petzl Active Core.
The Active Core is good. That's the one up from the Tika, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know it's got the interchangeable. It's that's
like the difference. It's got rechargeable, right?
Yeah, but you know what? I use normal batteries.
Really?
They last longer. The rechargeable one, especially in the cold,
it's bad in the cold.
It sat down, and I had to put actual batteries in.
So would you take spare batteries as well as have a charge?
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. So I'll use it for whatever I use it for. Yeah. But I found that the actual, especially in the cold, the little battery pack that comes with it doesn't last quite as long as the actual batteries.
Nice.
Another one I really love is my I think my Black Diamond one. I think that was gifted to Jen.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
I think it was
going to use it for a while.
I think that's because it was used on a training weekend, and then I think it got picked up by someone.
And then it got
I don't know who. Because I remember I bought the Petzl because I was like, I've lost my thing, and then I went to 2 cal with Jen. I was like, what head torch are you using, Jen? She was like, this one Andy gave me.
Well, talking about bright lights, should we bring Rosie in and see how she's doing?
Yeah, let's bring Rosie.
Bring Rosie. Rosie, how are you doing?
Hi guys.
What are you up to?
I've just reached 1255.
Wow, already? Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, we best hurry up.
What level are you on? What level are you on?
I think 12 or 13.
That's too much.
That's
too much.
Definitely too much. Good. Chill out, Rosie. Go on at 8.
Okay, come on 11.
Smash it. I'm only joking, mate. It's all good. Okay, we'll keep back in touch. So everyone,
please keep donating, please.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Rosie needs to get off that treadmill.
Please. My knees are like completely strapped up now.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, brilliant.
To be fair to Rosie, I know I said online that I was leading the charge, but that was just a little bit of bants. Rosie has, I think, done like triple the amount.
She has.
Yeah. But then, she's 23.
Exactly. All right, Rosie, we'll leave you to it. We'll be back in a bit, okay?
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Awesome.
Okay, right then. Number 2.
Number 2 for me is, and this is one that we talked about. We've had a bit of a rubbish summer in Wales this year.
Just this year?
For the I'm aware of 40 of them that have been a bit rubbish. but normally when we do our training weekends, we get at least one dry day.
Yeah.
And both of our training weekends this year have been pretty wet and wild, I think. And one of the things that we've used, and me and you used on our winter skills trip with Steve.
Yeah.
And then Smurf, who now heads up our training, brings them and shows multiple uses for them. And I'm really happy with it. A boffy bag.
Yeah.
And there you can get like a 2-person, 4-person, 8-person boffy bag.
I like his spelling too.
What is it? Yeah, I was writing them down in a
I was
rush.
thinking, is that Jiffy bag?
Yeah, it's not right, but you know that's shorthand. That is actually a scroll.
Mate, that's just brilliant.
But they don't know. They don't see.
It's
that.
fine.
It's not regressed. But anyway, they're really, really good, and you know they're designed for emergencies. So if you find yourself caught out in a remote area and you need a shelter or whatever, you literally just pull it out. You all get in it, and then you just sit down and tuck it under. Maybe put a trekking pole in the middle that'll keep it, erect. And
That's fine.
there's also another use. There's also another use, which is if you lay it out and then you get 2 trekking poles either side of it and you roll them up in it, it can be used as a stretcher.
Nice.
But more importantly than that, we used it to have a cup of tea. So we went up Snowdon in the winter conditions, and when we got to the top, annoyingly the cafe's closed. It was blowing a gale. It was like well below zero. So me, you and Steve just got in the boffy bag, sat down, had a cup of tea and a sandwich, and it's like being in a tent.
You get quite warm when you're in there. It's actually so warm that you're like, give me the wind.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, they're brilliant.
They're really, really good. And I've been thinking about them a lot this year just because of the amount of hikes that I've done in the wet and the rain. I mean, me and you went up to Brecon one time just for like a 3.5-hour little mini horseshoe hike.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh my God, it was like, we were getting
That was great.
That was a good hike. And I thought to myself, I really, really recommend them. They weigh nothing. They don't take any space in your bag. And they're absolutely perfect for multiple things.
Brilliant. Number 2 for me, just bringing on the sheltering scenario.
Yeah.
I've gone for a poncho.
A poncho?
So imagine it's really snowing now. So you're literally dashing through the snow.
It's all 5, isn't it? Right.
Of course.
Right.
So anytime you're you are dashing through the snow or the rain and you want some shelter, you can get that trusty poncho out. Well used on Killy. You'll see it on Killy a lot. Certainly every now and again you'll see the ponchos come out on the Everest Base Camp trip, especially lower down. And I think poncho, what a great little gift.
Yeah.
Sneaks into the I think it sneaks in this year.
It's good. Do you know what?
Been used a lot this year.
It's one of the ones that we had, like amongst our customer base.
Rosie's up 1,600.
She's
Keep
on
going, Rosie.
1,600.
Almost 50% of the way there, mate. Keep
Awesome.
going.
Rosie, like, slow it down. We've got 40 minutes left.
She's on it.
It's funny. You've got the EBC click. Yeah. And you've got the Killy click, with our customers. And the EBCers, they tend to be like, no, I like my Gore-Tex jacket and that. And then the Killy click are like, no, that's not how we do it in Africa. We use ponchos and we get it done. They're fantastic. Good. Really good idea.
Number 3,
I've gone for, and this is a little sort of, I'm going to squeeze 2 for 1 in because I couldn't decide which one is more important.
Yeah.
But one thing that really, really, really would have come in handy when I did Tupgal last December, because it was in a really, really cold storm, was an insulated water bottle.
Nice.
Now, I found one that was relatively cheap online. It's designed for cycling in all weathers.
Okay.
And it's like cork insulated.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And it costs less than a tenner. And if you want just some water, you can put water in there and it'll stay nice and sort of liquid. Because
nice.
As Zach will testify, when we did Killy last December, we both carried 3 kilos of ice to the summit and back down again. Wasn't very helpful at all. But the other thing I'm going to do as well is I wanted to squeeze in a filter bottle as well.
Nice.
I pretty much don't leave home without one now in all of these destinations. If you're like me, I've only got to come within sort of 50 yards of a stagnant water source and I'll get the runs. So
wow.
But I know, but honestly, these help.
Sprinting on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So, ironically, your first one was linked to my third one because I had some snacks as well, and it was all manner of trekking snacks. And I was thinking of obviously Cliff Bars from our one of our partners, Craig, and great snacks. But honestly, whatever snacks, if you know someone that's going on a trek, you know what they eat, or you're telling your better half, okay, what you want for Christmas, why not get some trekking snacks? Absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're going to use them. Obviously you can use them in the UK or whatever you're trekking around the world. Absolutely fantastic. So I put some trekking snacks in there.
Really good.
Not real, not quite candy canes.
Yeah, not quite
Cliff bars.
Cliff bars, yeah.
Definitely.
Really good. Well happy with them.
Do you want me to go fourth before your fourth? Looking at it. No, actually, no. Carry on. We thought it was something else.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah. Just to let you know as well, we're 90% of the way there on donations. So please, anyone that's watching, if you can spare £1, then just give it to us.
Or
Rosie
really
needs to get this done. Because what we haven't told her yet is that obviously when you reach the summit, that's 50% of the job done. So Rosie is actually going to have to quite dangerously turn around on the Stairmaster and do the same amount downhill, all while we watch her live.
And should we bring Rosie in just to say hello and see how she feels about the return journey?
Not great, guys.
How are the knees holding up?
My knees are okay. Like, I'm so sweaty though. Like, my hair's freshly washed and it's just ruined. So please donate.
Yeah, honestly, Rosie,
donate for some head and shoulders for Rosie.
I'll be honest, you can't tell. You can't tell. For me, you could be sat, having a little coffee. It is no different whatsoever.
Yeah. What are we up to now, guys, with the donations?
902.
902.
Yeah, 90% of the way there. So we're
please
so
keep
close.
donating, guys. Please.
£19, amazing.
This has been horrible. Bye.
We'll check in a bit. Good luck.
Bye.
Yeah. Awesome. So my fourth one.
Yeah.
Again, this is going to seem like a shameless plug of our partners, and do you know what? It probably is. But actually, there's been.
Actually, no. What is?
Do you know what? There's been because I'm going to get some for a trip that we're going on in the new year.
Okay.
I'm going to go for some heated gloves.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the company called?
Vulcan Sportswear.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless plug. I'm certain that Evertrackers get a little bit of discount with Vulcan Sportswear as well. So somewhere, Jodie's now going to panic and try and find the code that she can put in the comments. But I'm going to use it myself personally. I was always, do you know what it was? I've always had these kind of, these sort of, I don't know if you'd be as strong as call them prejudices, but let's say 10 years ago, right, when I was mountain biking and I saw a guy with an e-bike, I'd be like, oh, that's cheating, that is. Come on, you got to do it the proper way.
Right.
And then ultimately I get the e-bike and it's amazing. And I always thought with like heated equipment, and I'm like, that you don't need any of that nonsense, just get some proper kit and it'll do you. Yeah. And then Rosie came in and said, try these on, Dave. And I put the gloves on and like dialed them up to 3, and then instantaneously my hand was too hot.
Really?
Dialed it down to 1, and I was like, this is amazing. And do you know when I thought about them? Yeah. When we were in France, a little bit of après.
Yeah,
and my hands got really cold. And I just thought,
from holding the beers.
From holding, yeah, yeah, exactly. So from holding the beers, and I just thought to myself, they would be amazing. So I'm going to get a pair. Okay. And a friend of mine, ours, recently used them on Mera as well. And he said he didn't use them all the time, didn't need them all the time, but there were some points when his hands got a bit cold, mainly when you stop for a little bit of a break. You put them on, it just stops you getting that pain in your fingers.
And I know Jerome's put in there heated socks too. Yeah, I believe they do the heated socks. And something as well, I know we're talking about our kind of 5 here. It'd be interesting to see, what would you like? What have you put in your letter to to Father Christmas this year?
Yeah.
What would you like for Christmas? And put in the comments, and don't worry, I'll be checking it twice, so we make sure we'll get it right this time.
Yeah. Awesome.
But yeah, put something that you really would want in your stockings this year.
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear just what all the Evertrackers would want for Christmas.
Rosie's now up to 2,100 steps,
Woo!
which is 100 more than where I normally quit. But she's not allowed. She's got to do at least another 1,200. She's
doing really well. Well, you've been going for almost half hour already. Fair dues. It's hard work on the stepper. So fantastic. Yeah. Waiting for some comments, guys, just around what you would like. Keep them coming. Yeah. I will go into my number 4. Now this would have been handy. Like, we don't need any North Star. I think the three wise men had it wrong. They should have had a smartwatch, because the smartwatch would have had a compass on, and it would have had built-in maps. It would have told them how many steps it took them to get to Bethlehem as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. I think instead, get rid of that North Star. It's all about the smartwatch. Especially, I got the Garmin. This is the 7X. solar, absolutely brilliant. I think, and I know it's on the expensive side. It is a bit of a treat, but it fits nicely into a stocking.
It does fit into a stocking,
but
well, there's no but. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think. Who do I know that would put one of them in my stocking? I don't think anyone would do it. But do you know my favorite thing about your watch?
Go on.
Because me and Andy never have the same watch. There's always a period where I've got the advanced one, and then Andy, and then me, and now I'm in the crap territory. But
it's still a great.
It's still a great watch.
They all do. I mean, essentially, they all tell the time.
I'm fond of mine because
it's key.
It's battle damaged. It's got scars and all sorts of trips. But yours has got a torch that is. You know the movie The Goonies when Data gets those like flashlights and everyone's like blinded. That's how powerful that torch is.
It's really good.
Only the batteries don't die. It stays really strong.
And so it's fantastic. I use it a lot. Like getting to the door at night, especially with the early nights.
Like say we're in a lodge or something, and Andy's got to get up in the night. He turns that on and he's like, he's just like.
Anyway, yeah. So like I said, smartwatch would be my number 4. I think absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And yeah,
awesome. I mean, Christmas is a good time of year, to sort of feed the soul.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying it. And one of the things that I really like insoles.
Very good. Now,
that's the best I could come up with at short notice. These are really good. Pretty much every single pair of boots I have, except one.
Yeah.
Which I can't figure it out. The system.
Okay.
That's my 6,000 meter boots, the double layer ones.
Yeah.
They don't really have an insole.
They're quite difficult, aren't they? Because of the actual size.
It's quite tricky to get in.
Yeah.
But in all my other boots, both summer, winter, mountaineering boots, whatever I've got, the first thing I always do is take out the insole. Because I bought a pair of Maindel Boutans, and if you pull the insole out of that, honestly, you may as well put like a Rizzler paper in there, throw that away, put in a set of super feet. I'm happy to slag them off now because 3 years and they never gave me a free pair of boots. But the super feet Trailblazer insoles are so good. They're the ones that I always put in, and in terms of the feet fatigue, which I used to get. They dial that right down, So particularly things like the Tukal Weekender, which is a very intensive day. Yeah. If you've got a nice pair of insoles to just keep the feet not feeling so achy.
But I think especially if you get back down to kind of Imlil, especially on that particular trek, your feet will be in better shape.
Yeah.
They'll still be in pieces because it's a long couple of days. But definitely agree, mate. Great number 5. Mine is kind of a little bit very good on Starry Nights.
Mm-hmm.
That's my link.
Starry Nights. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
But actually, probably more use in the day.
Yeah.
And I thought I've taken one of these on one trek to Everest Base Camp, and I loved it. And that was a pair of binoculars. Bit random. Or a monocular. It was obviously the single one.
A monocular. Is that?
Or whatever. A monon. Yes, it's
a monocular.
Monocular, yeah.
No, it's like a periscope. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
But they call them monoculars.
I think so.
If not, they should do. I do. So what is it? What would a pirate use? They wouldn't say monocular, would they?
I think that was just at the day. That was
telescope.
No, it was called a spyglass.
A spyglass.
That's what it used to be called.
I like the spyglass.
Let's call it a spyglass. So we're on Everest Base Camp using the spyglass. But I think the double ones are better. The binoculars.
The binoculars. The double ones. It's almost like what do you call it?
Monocular.
The monocular came first.
You can search that up.
I know. You're probably right. I just
see it is a monocular. I looked this up the other day, and that's from
why was Jody looking at monoculars?
You never know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It reminds me of that guy. Is it like Harry Potter? He's got like the weird eye.
Mad Eye Moody.
Moody. Yeah,
brilliant. But yeah, honestly, taking a pair of binoculars, absolutely fantastic. You can get up close to the mountains, especially. I remember I was, I think it was getting to, I think we were up to Tengboche Monastery, and Amada Blam is behind it, over a 6,000 meter peak. One of my favorite mountains, probably is my favorite mountain. And I remember looking up with the binocular and the binoculars, and you can literally see the kind of big serac that's on its face. Because it's called Amada Blam, which stands for Mother's Necklace. Or similar, Mother's Jewel, isn't it? It's weird. It's kind of the translation.
The blam is like the jewel.
The jewel, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's really interesting, and it's so you can get right up close with that. So yeah, that's my 5th.
Yeah, no, I like it. The binoculars and the binoculars.
Well, Rosie has just done. She's just reached 2,666.
Yeah.
So she's got 1,000 to go. Let's bring her in again. She's looks easy, Rosie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting really hard now,
You're
guys.
muted still, I think.
Yeah. You're
Can you hear me?
Still muted.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
still she's done that well. She's lost her voice.
Yeah. To
Well, let
be
me
honest,
leave.
it's so hard to just use your phone
I think
when
she's
you're
going out
actually
and coming back
dying.
in.
Yeah.
Now she's completely deserted us.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
Fed up. She doesn't want to do the other.
If I know Rosie, she's hit pause now. She's like, oh my God. You know?
Give that girl some oxygen. Here she is. She's back. Let's have a little look. Oh, Rosie, let's bring you in. Can you hear us? We still can't hear you. But we're on 91% donations.
Yep.
And I think Rosie is back. Rosie?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, we still can't hear you, mate. That's really weird. Unless
Can you hear me now?
Rosie.
unless we've gone audio.
Oh,
2 seconds. It's clear.
Zach, you can come
There's
in and help us.
always tech. So this is brilliant. Let me just work this out. Let's have a look. Audio. And let's have a look.
No,
Can you
it's everyone can
hear me
hear
now?
except us. So it's
shame.
our sound that's gone.
Typical. Right.
So
Can you hear me?
I know it quite well. So
Have you got your headphones?
I do, yeah.
Gonna be seamless.
You can talk in. Absolutely, no, I 100% agree. Rosie, yeah.
What?
Rosie, just miming what I would be saying to you if I could. I'd bring in Rosie in. You can lead. Right, yeah. Hang on, let me spin.
And then, give us a sec, Rosie. We are literally sorting this out as we speak.
Okay.
Apologies. Okay, and Dave.
Yeah,
That's good. And then
I've just realised something. We've got to put them back in so we can link them to your.
yeah,
It's,
we're good.
It's a Bluetooth problem.
We're almost there.
Right, and put yours back. Is that mine?
Yeah. That's it. It's not.
They're yours. You've got one of mine in your ear.
Oh.
Sorry, there we go. Leave that alone.
Right. Okay. Now I'm going to press and hold the.
Okay.
This is
This is
this
seamless.
is riveting viewing, isn't it?
Apologies. Keep talking, Rosie. Tell a joke.
Yeah, Rosie,
I
you have to
don't
keep talking now.
Oh no,
Can
here we
be-
are connecting. Okay.
I think people can
see what
hear
we're
me.
gonna do, Dave. We're going to remove this, and we're going to remove this. This is really clearly we saved our most professional live until the last one.
Rosie, can you keep talking, please? Actually,
Yeah. I keep trying to talk, but you guys keep talking.
Here we go.
over me.
Okay.
that's it. Number.
This one here.
Yeah, Rosie, keep talking, love. Keep
Yeah.
talking.
Sorry, Rosie. Won't be long.
Okay.
We are failing at this, but there we go. Right. Give me a second. So sorry, everyone, if you shoot. Oh, it's mirrored. What is it? Oh, you're getting close.
Yeah.
You
2928.
might have to just continue.
I don't think AirPods. It's the AirPods 2. I'm certain of it. But if you hold them out there, it's got to be open.
Okay.
Now try. Try 2.
Apologies. Yeah, that one wasn't working. Apologies, everyone. We will literally be back soon as we can.
Yeah, keep talking, Ro. Actually, that's a good idea. Tell us a joke if you haven't already.
No, we're not working.
Oh, that's good. Everyone can hear me. But the boys keep talking over me, so I'm not sure if that's
Try that.
interrupting.
Stage 2 when it's flashing.
We've got about 660 left to go.
But I don't think it was open and flashing.
Let's have a look.
Please keep donating. Please.
Here we go. Well done. Your new head of tech, okay?
Yeah.
Rosie, we can
Rosie,
hear
we
you.
can hear
You
you.
can hear me. I've just hit 3,000.
Wow,
Awesome.
amazing.
So
Well
that
done.
means you've got 666 left to go.
Yeah. Do you boys want to talk about what Brecon Mountain Rescue do?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, fantastic. Thanks, Rosie.
I think I'd rather Rosie tell it. Actually.
I think she's trying to breathe, lover. Okay, right, we'll crack on. I say
I'm going to mute myself.
let me mute yourself. That's it. Nice one, mate.
But no,
The Brecon Mountain Rescue are amazing. They're essentially we've been supporting them now for the last couple of years. Obviously, being Brecon Mountain Rescue, they're based, in the kind of central part of Wales. They cover a massive area. Obviously, the Brecon Beacons or Banne Breconiog, but also lots of other areas as well. And it's hard for us because there's so many amazing, mountain rescue teams in the UK. We've seen some operate in Scotland. We've had some Evertrekkers being, kind of airlifted off Ben Nevis years ago. There's so many, and it's always hard to choose. But this year we have decided, because it's close to home. We do a lot of our training weekends there, and we thought Brecon Mountain Rescue would be fantastic, and they do a lot. So yeah, it is an amazing. They are an amazing team, and they're purely volunteer based.
Yeah.
So all the money that that's donated goes to running it, which is fantastic. And this year as well, they are actually building a new kind of base camp, really, a new headquarters, which will mean again they'll be able to store all of their Land Rovers, all of their technical equipment, all of their rescue team can operate there, and ultimately, they can be more efficient in terms of how they rescue people on the mountain. Which is only a good thing, really. So we thought,
and I actually
great place to support.
I have done a lot of research as well, and it turns out that Brecon Mountain Rescue are the best mountain rescue team in the UK. It's quite an extensive criteria that is exclusive to me, and I figured it out. But also, they do so much for the community as well. There's not just plucking people off the mountain, although that is an important part of what they do. They're also, they're helping people from rivers. There's the waterfalls there. There's lots of incidents. They help those people. Also, people in the local community, who are perhaps vulnerable and get lost. Brecon Mountain Rescue are often the people that get called and go out there. They put aside their Christmas dinner, they warm it up later, and they go out and they look for people. They're really fantastic. I think going up there as well, it was so evident that they needed the new building that they have. When we went there, it was quite old, it was quite small. They had no space. They were doing the best they could. And now, with all the fundraising that we've been proud to support, they've been able to kind of get a new headquarters. It just means, bigger space, more room, more equipment, more volunteers, more lives saved.
Exactly. Do donate. And I know, like a broken record, we've obviously been here a few times over the last couple of weeks, but as Rosie creeps towards that finish mark of 3,666, she's now on 3,240. So well done, Rosie. Keep going, mate. Just around, obviously, I know we're talking about Christmas stuff as well, and especially as it's been kind of a mad year. I mean, Dave, let's talk about some highlights of 2023, especially for our community. And I think and I know this is off the bat, but we want to round off this year as well. What would be give me a couple of your highlights of the year.
Okay, two highlights. Okay, so first highlight, I would have to say reaching the summit of Mount Toubkal for the second time.
Okay.
Which we did just recently in October. The reason being is that I had a contentious relationship with Mount Toubkal, which is nothing to do with the place at all. It was a battle to get to the summit. It took me 2 attempts. But actually, the third time that I went there with an open mind, open eyes, and open ears, and I had such an amazing experience. And I do feel like I really reconnected with the place. Nice. So as a personal goal, a personal highlight, that's definitely one of them. I think the other one I'll collectively say it's the training weekends that we've been doing in Brecon. We changed the format a little bit, where we used to run quite a few a year, and now we kind of make a big thing about it. I mean, all credit as well to Rosie, who's currently dying on this Stairmaster, has had a lot to do with it as
3,400.
Well. Rosie organises it all, but we do so much more now. We bring so much more people together, and it's a chance for the Evertrek team to get out there and work together. We work together with loads of customers, and it's like a little glimpse into what happens between booking and going. Customers book, and I get to know them, and I get to know them when they go, and then in the middle bit, often I don't really hear that much from them. So it's like a little glimpse into how people are doing, their preparation, their mindset, the equipment, and we get to know them on a personal level. And really love the training. Okay, they're my 2 highlights.
Just whilst here as well, what's obviously to everyone that's listening, what's been your highlight of the year? Have you been on a trek? Have you been working on the training? Have you recently booked a trip? Always great to hear some of the Evertrekkers highlights as well. And Jerome, Everest Base Camp trek for me, life-changing. Jerome, mate, fantastic, and absolute privilege to have you on the trip there. We got Simon, highlight was summit in Toubkal in summer. Great group, camping on the side of the mountain instead of inside the refuge was amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
Sat out in Tagine, a night I'll never forget. Simon, sounds wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. And again, it'd be great to hear about everyone else as well in terms of your highlights. And maybe it's not mountain race.
Yeah.
Maybe you've been facing your own challenge this year, or there's something you wanted to achieve. Absolutely kind of fantastic to see how our community is doing. Whilst we're waiting for that, we got £927 we're up to now, so we're getting there.
I think
do need a bit more, and also we've only got 166.
I think what we should do, I want to hand over to Rosie, because Rosie's got a really, really powerful personal story about why Brecon Mountain Rescue mean a lot to her.
Which will be hard, though, at 3,500 meters.
It is going to be hard, but she's now going to pull on the heartstrings of everyone listening, because we're so close to reaching our target.
Rosie?
Oh, thanks, guys. Well, yeah, some of you may know from last year's fundraising, Brecon Mountain Rescue do have a really, really special place in my heart.
Yeah.
In 2017, my childhood best friend went missing at a local event, and he actually drowned in the river. We couldn't find him for 5 days. But Brecon Mountain Rescue, the support that they provided, not only in finding his body, but also in the support to the family that they still have, is just amazing. And you look at these situations and you never ever think that you'll be affected by it, but the fact is, if we didn't have Brecon Mountain Rescue, us, his family, friends, would have never had the answers. So I'm forever indebted to them. And look where we are.
We're getting close. What's that? 3, 4, 5, 2.
3, 6, 5, 5.
Oh, here we go.
10 more steps.
10 more steps. Amazing.
Come on, Rosie. Count us down, love.
We've done it.
Oh,
We've done it.
Amazing. Well done, mate. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Rosie's been literally working her butt off. She's been, like as Dave said earlier, she's done almost double almost triple what most of us have done. Absolutely fantastic. Well done, Rosie. How you feeling?
Guys.
Still going? I bet the heart rate's going.
I've stopped.
Rosie, I have just had a call. Brecon Mountain Rescue are on their way to you right now to actually bring you back to us, okay?
Thank you.
Amazing. Well done, Rosie.
Please keep those donations coming in, guys. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated. It means the world, and we've really worked hard for this. So, yeah, any pennies is amazing. Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah, wonderful. Rosie,
I'm
what's
going to go now.
You're going to go? All right, mate. We'll see you when you're back in the office.
What did you want to ask?
Just if there's any of your highlights for this year. What's been?
Personally, probably doing Mount Toubkal.
Yeah.
That was really awesome. Love going out there.
Yeah.
And also the amount of money that we raised for them following the earthquake as well. To know that we helped some people who lost everything. It's really nice to be able to give back,
Yeah. Love it, mate. Love it. Exactly. I know they've had it tough over there, and it's hard, isn't it? Because I know we've been doing a lot of kind of fundraising this year about when specific things are happening. It's always tough, but absolutely fantastic of the Evertrekker community, isn't it?
Yeah. It's so nice how we all pull together. It's so nice.
All right, mate. Lovely. Well, yeah, mate.
Bye,
fantastic. We'll leave you. We'll leave you get back and mate, take it easy. Have a good rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one, Rosie. Take it easy. Bye.
Bye, Rosie. Oh, she's done so well. But mate, everyone, thank you so much. Obviously, it's still open to donate. I know Rosie's just finished now, so that's done the. So literally, she just thought she'd just chill at the summit then.
I think that's it. Yeah, I need to let her know that the summit is optional. Getting down is mandatory. But yeah, no, to fair play to her, she's absolutely smashed that. I mean,
isn't it? Yeah,
when the idea came around that someone is, going to be doing the steps live.
Yeah.
I immediately volunteered Rosie for that task because I knew that there'd be no one.
It probably would have been more entertaining with me or you there because we would certainly been harder to talk. Oh, so what are we up to now? 93%.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. So brilliant. Lovely.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, thanks so much to everyone. Here we go. We got some nice Lots of anonymous as well.
Yeah, lots of anonymous.
Shelley.
Guys, tell us who you are.
It's all good. Andrew
yeah.
Rooks, Amanda, Andrew Scott, Angus Ross.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
Julie, which I think is
Mike.
Australian.
Yeah, she's from
Thank
Australia.
you so much. But yeah, 95%.
Andrew Rooks, 95%. Fantastic. It's always mad, isn't it, on the when it goes on the live. But
Die Fizz.
whilst you're on that as well, I know we talked about some personal highlights. There's been some big ones this year, I think. Obviously for the community, we've had some firsts. We had our first ever trekkers at K2 Base Camp back in the summer, which was amazing. We had we won the Best Adventure Travel Company Silver Award, which was amazing. At the British Travel Awards, that was absolutely fantastic. But most of all, I think it's just been amazing, seeing all the Evertrekkers go and get on these trips and take on certain challenges, and even sort of going for it again. Like I know, like Marky V, came to Evertrek headquarters last week. Great to catch up with you, mate. Talking about doing Everest Base Camp for the second time, which is brilliant. We've had some people go back there, and it's mad, isn't it? Because you think some people, it is a one and done. You go there and you kind of think, okay, I'm done. But wherever you go, it's always it's like gravity sometimes, isn't it? It pulls you back in. It's like especially with certain countries that you get attached to, like. You mentioned it yourself, like the first maybe once that you were in, you went to Morocco. It wasn't quite the journey you wanted, and that maybe impacted the country and how you felt about it. Yeah. But now you have a different kind of view on Morocco, and I suppose that happens with lots of countries.
I think it does happen, yeah. And I think the one thing I would say is that adventure is uncertain. Adventure does it. You are pitting yourself against a challenge, and the possibility of failure or not achieving. I don't like the word failure, but the chance of not reaching your goal is a possibility, and that's what makes it an adventure. When those polar explorers, the Victorian explorers, they set out to reach a geographical area, and they never knew whether they'd make it or not. I guess that was when they meant we didn't know if we'd make it. But my point, my point is that when I went to Morocco the first time, it would have been easy for me to get disheartened by the experience because I didn't feel well and I didn't reach my goal. But actually by allowing myself time to process it, go back, have another crack at it, did it, and then weirdly went back a third time, and the third time was when it clicked. Like your experience of a country often is very difficult the first time round because you're so focused on something. But personal highlights, though, and what you haven't told us yours yet.
Personal highlights. So, Andrew Scott, EBC 3 times. Love to do it again. Andy, Andrew, you know where we are. Richard, for me, going back to Africa and being with the amazing people in beautiful places, making coffee with the local Kawawa farmers was epic in Tanzania. Oh, Rich, amazing. I bet that was anywhere you go, isn't it? I mean, I know we talk about the trekking a lot, obviously, because of who we are, but sometimes the stuff that stays with you is other things, which is the people and the culture there, and like Richard, it's great to hear about you going off and seeing all the beautiful places in Tanzania, which is it's a big place as well. Tanzania, it's quite, there's lots of different areas. You can go down to the beaches, down Zanzibar, or you've got obviously the kind of overload of your senses of nature when you go to the Serengeti. But you don't have to go far, really, even in Moshi and in and around Moshi. Rich, I bet as you experience, you can see and get involved in the local life. It's really, really special. Where are we at, Dave, with donations?
We are now at, let me double check.
Any movement?
I'm just going to click on again. 95% now.
Oh, we're almost there. Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're almost there, guys.
Just 5% more, guys. That's all we need.
We're getting really, really close. Amazing of Rosie, really, to kind of the work she puts in for this stuff.
Yeah.
Especially with the charity stuff. But for me, personal highlights. Obviously, going back, I mean, certainly when we went out to Italy, I actually really enjoyed Gran Paradiso. We went there in April. Doing some walking out there. Obviously, we didn't go to the summit, but I know that is a trip that we do now after going out there and kind of setting up a little bit of infrastructure. And that was nice because we were invited by the local government. And we're all about supporting local communities. And Gran Paradiso, that part of Italy is quite quiet. I'm not saying it's there's some countries we kind of operate trips. There are quite poor third world countries, some of them like Nepal. Tanzania, for example. But Italy is obviously very affluent, but that region is very rarely visited as much as the others. I think it's such a beautiful place. So, I mean, for me, going there and just seeing that place for the first time and realizing, okay, we've got to run some trips here.
I think it's one of Europe's oldest national parks, and certainly Italy's first. Yeah. And it was, I think, the royal hunting ground of one of their sort of past kings. It's shameful, really, because I knew all of this, like, to the detail when we were out there, but since then it's got lost. But essentially, and what's amazing about it is that it is incredibly rural, and it's like trekking in Italy 50 years ago or even longer, perhaps, because
pretty cool.
The communities there are still very much operating in the way that they have done a long time ago. And there's fascinating little things out there, like just off the trekking trail, like the life that's going on there. One of the things that we saw, I am actually, in terms of water, we're going to talk about water now. I'm a sparkling water man myself.
I remember that. Yeah.
And when we were there, we were told about this natural spring that produces sparkling water. And we went and we tried it, and it was beautiful. But no, I highly recommend you go and do it, because it's supposed to be really healthy for you. It tastes delicious. And that was it. But
it was pretty all right. We didn't die.
That's one of the details of that trip that honestly, without being too crude, it tasted like blood to me.
I think it's earthy.
When the kid,
natural, isn't it?
You cut your finger and you're like, ooh, that's what it tastes like. Second highlight.
Quite enjoyed going back, and again, it seems like we're talking about Toubkal a lot now. Went back to Morocco in October, which is absolutely fantastic. Spending a lot of time in the mountains. I think back in February, I was up in Scotland doing the winter skills with a group. Absolutely fantastic. And one of the gentlemen, actually, Paul, he's on the Summits of Fire trip right now. And it was good seeing his journey, especially, he'd done a lot of boarding. He was a big snowboarder back in his younger years. And I think he's in his late 50s now, and he wanted to take on some big mountains. Never really done much, winter walking or any time on snow, with crampons and ice axe. So him learning those skills and then seeing him obviously going off into Ecuador now and doing that I like that. I love that, because he's learned, he's got comfortable with a new skill. Go into, hopefully summit some peaks out in Ecuador. Obviously physically it's tough. The Summits of Fire trip, it's a lot of summits out there on the volcanoes. It's a bit of a beast. So can't wait to hear back from him. But whilst being on that actual trip, it was fantastic in Scotland. I think definitely one of my favourite places in Europe to kind of go and spend time in the mountains. And obviously it's pretty close, even though it takes 11 hours from here to drive to get to the Cairngorms.
It's slightly longer than 11 hours if the battery dies in the camper van.
That's true. Marky V's off. Merry Christmas, mate. He's have a great break. See you all in 2024. Back at you, Mark, as well. Hope all is well. I think that's definitely spending some time in Scotland. Also, as well, the plans for next year. We've got some big plans. Hopefully in the next kind of week or so. I know, as in terms of Evertrek HQ, the office shutting down, but hopefully have some big news for the community as well. Just to tease you, because Dave, I think we're winding down now as we creep towards 1:30. Any final thoughts then? 2023.
Honestly, it's been a great year, and I really am proud of all the achievements that we've done, but perhaps more importantly, what the Evertrekkers have done. And I think I've never been one for New Year's resolutions, but it is nice to draw a line in the sand. And I think that if you're waiting to do an adventure and you want to get out there and you want to get fitter, you want to experience the world, you want to do something, then 2024 I think is the time to do it.
Yeah, why not? Was it the best time to do something is yesterday, and the second best time is today.
And that's it, yeah. So if you want to get fit or you want to start an adventurous lifestyle, the best time to do it was a year ago. The second best time is today.
That's it. I remember.
I never really set New Year's resolutions, but I do like the idea of a fresh start and things like that. And I think you've all worked incredibly hard this year. Treat yourself to an adventure next year. And you won't regret it.
Exactly. Yeah, have an amazing holiday period. We're back. The office is open on the 2nd of January, so we'll be back quite early. I hope you've enjoyed this year as well. I know we've we on the Tuesday tune-in, we've done lots of different kind of subjects, lots of different stuff. Hopefully you've had some value from it. If you're listening on the podcast, hope you've enjoyed the podcast this year as well. As always, guys, we stay safe over Christmas period.
Mm-hmm.
Have an amazing time if you're out in the mountains. Enjoy some family time. If you've been good, hopefully you get some presents off Father Christmas. We'll see you back in 2024.
Take it easy, guys. Bye.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Bye.